such. Not much the TV show, but well, it's just reported today. Warner Brothers Pictures is revamping the Lord of the Rings franchise. Joy. On a Thursday evening call, Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav announced that newly installed studio leaders Mike DeLuca and Pam Abby have broken a deal to make multiple films based on the beloved J.R.R. Tolkien books. The project will be developed through Warner Brothers label New Line Cinema. The first Lord of the Rings trilogy, helmed by Peter Jackson, grossed nearly $3 billion worldwide. And in the lesser version of The Hobbit, which The Hobbit wasn't bad, it just felt like unnecessary. But it matched the gross. It was $3 billion as well. Yep, Asa. They're coming. They're dipping the wheel in. They're coming down, brother. They're coming. They're coming to get it. It's so good. Isn't it fun? Isn't this great? But no filmmaker. Exactly. They said no filmmakers, by the way, have been attached to the project as of yet. But in a statement to Variety, Jackson and his main Lord of the Rings collaborators, Fran Walsh and Philippa Boyens, said Warner Brothers and Embracer have kept us in the loop every step of the way. We look forward to speaking with them further to hear their vision for the franchise moving forward, Jackson, Walsh, and Boyens said. Primo, the division of Embracer Group, made an adaptive rights deal for the books, including Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. The pack will be built under the name Middle Earth Enterprises. Can't wait for that logo to show up. Notably, DeLuca and Abby left MGM last year to hit the helm of Warner Brothers. The exit followed the acquisition of MGM by Amazon. The tech giant owns the TV rights of Lord of the Rings, who produced a single season of television at the gut-busting price of $450 million. And Kavan, I think the whole season of the Amazon's, Power Rings of Power series, like what, $1 billion or something? It's really high. I gotta make sure. Here it is. Here's the article I looked for. Here it is. Lord of the Rings of Power show budget is cost Amazon over $1 billion with a B dollars. And the first season alone is costing a staggering $462 million. I mean, and it still looks like that's just like ass. Isn't that amazing, people? Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, let me just see. You can just call in with a bit. Let me just see if I can you can just call in actually with so I'm using TalkShoe, by the way. Feel free to do that. Let me just make sure if I can get the link so you can let me see if I can link you the part if you want to come in a part of it right here. Because here's the link. Oh, whoa. It's a little bit too much. Let me just get this right here because I know the link will be, it's perfect because you can actually sit and talk about this. Because, by the way, if anyone wants to come into the show, you can call into the Dukect Lounge using, let me just get the right stuff here. You can use, let's see. Copy the link right here to come in and talk with me, Dukect. Here you go. The link's right here. There you go. You can come in, talk as well. Sit there and talk. You get your headset mic and headset microphone right here. But by the way, also, if you want to, let's see. Oh, let's see right here. I'll make sure. I'm waiting for him. But if you want to, by the way, there's other ways to do so as well. If you want to call into the show, I keep forgetting that this is a call-in show as well. Dial 605-562-0444. Once again, the number is 605-562-0444. And the show ID to connect to me, Dukect, is 92417. The show ID is 92417. Asa, I hear you.
Oh, you can hear me.
Yes, finally.
Oh, okay. Jeez.
Sorry. But let's get, how are you feeling?
Pretty good now.
Yes.
No.
Anyway, let's get back to the conversation. Lord of the Rings, Ring of Power, and like I
Yes.
said,
Bad
because
idea.
oh,
Bad idea. End of story.
end of story. But let's look at the like I said, let's look at the price of it. And you see, $1 billion. Remember that?
Jesus.
1 billion.
$1 billion. No.
But that was Amazon's. But hey, don't worry, they refilled that like after a week or so after their sales. You know what I'm saying? After a week, I'm like, okay, just think of that. But the first season
They're
costs 46.
I can't imagine them making their money back on $1 billion investment.
Amazon doesn't need to. They're fine. They
I mean,
are
that's
kind.
true, but if you want to throw money away, sure, but
Oh yes, and now Lord of the Rings here. They're trying to do the same thing. They're trying to they are doing this huge thing because they're doing this not just with Lord of the Rings, they're doing it with Harry Potter, they're doing this with the sort of relaunch of the DC universe, DC on film, because they need money. Warner Brothers needs money, and they're like, okay, what are our money making things?
God,
Uh,
but Lord of the Rings, I mean, what can you possibly get out of that?
it's done. The problem is Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and they're completed. There's no real story you could actually do because what else is there? I would
I mean,
say
it's
this. So,
Warner Brothers, right? I mean, if Warner Brothers still has the rights to DC stuff, don't they?
well, yeah, they're doing that relaunch,
I
and they're
mean,
basically pushing up. Let me see, the Flash. Um,
yeah, I'm
let me
not looking forward to their shitty retelling of
Flashpoint.
Flashpoint Paradox. Yeah, I mean, they changed way too many of the details. So
Oh yes, that's the thing. They're trying to make it the No Way Home of DC, but the problem is one. I think that DC doesn't have that connection with that Flash has, like with Spider-Man and such.
yeah, no, and,
Two,
and
this
then
is
there's people will always be comparing it to the Grant Gustin Flash. So there's that.
they should have brought him in, even though I stopped watching after season 3. It just fell
That's
off for
true.
me.
No, I actually went back to rewatch some of the later seasons, and oh my god, does Flash suck these days?
It is. If I could, I would, but I'm like, I'm trying not to watch bad stuff.
Yeah, no. You're absolutely on the money.
But yeah, when I look at what's going on here, and like I said, with this story here, not just that, but like I said, this here is just, you know, one. It's just they need to have hits. They need to have something. And like I said, Warner Brothers has right when I look at the article, they have Shazam Fury of the Gods, which is not looking good. They got the Ezra's Flash. Oh, and then they got Barbie, which I would not be surprised that actually I'm still surprised it took this long to make a movie based on this on that doll. That
Yeah,
should have
the
been
thing
done.
is, what the hell kind of plot can you get out of a Barbie movie? I mean, it's not.
It's
You,
clue. They should have got. They could have just done Clueless back in the '80s and made millions of dollars with that.
yeah,
But yet I don't know.
You make up the stories when you play.
I
Like, you
mean,
gonna make
Barbie
up-
isn't exactly something that has I mean, what's the lore? You have Barbie and you have Ken,
No,
and
and
there
she
you
has a
go.
little sister named Skipper.
Okay, she has a little sister named Skipper, but like, what kind of a plot can a major movie studio really get out of a Barbie movie?
Yeah,
Nothing.
yeah, a D&D movie is being made, but guess what? Everybody makes up their own character.
I mean, they could go
No.
super woke with it. That's the one franchise they could
They
go
could-
super woke with
They
if they
don't.
want.
They're not going to do anything with that. Personally, I'm going to say this. Oh, they also have the Meg to the Trench. If you remember Meg, and no, it's not about the Family Guy character. It's about a big shark. And then they have the Blue Beetle, which is just again part of the DC
Yeah.
fairy universe.
Blue Beetle's like now you're starting to get into the dregs of DC here, guys. Like,
It's personally, I feel bad because if I had me personally, if I, if I had a time machine and all the stuff, I would actually start out with the old Charleston characters and build up like the old Blue Beetle and such. Build them
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. I
then
mean,
have it go down to the whole stuff and everything else. And instead of just rushing towards this.
at this point, they might as well make the Gnort movie.
Don't worry, they already have. And then you have
No, there's really a Gnort movie.
oh no, ladies and no. People, there's actually, let me just look at this. There's going to be a Doom Part 2. Then
Well,
a
Doom Part 2 at least will make money simply because it's Doom,
yeah,
but
and
it's
hopefully it
not
won't
going to
be
be
as
good.
long and boring because it was long and boring.
Well, most of it
Um,
was like if you had to read the books because if not, then you get
yeah,
that info dump at the beginning, and
that's the
that's what
problem with
that's
Dude. It's just too esoteric. That
yeah.
is just like they tried even the TV series. They tried all that stuff. It just doesn't work.
It really doesn't. It's just
Yeah.
stick with the books, you know.
Yes, and all the craziness there, and yeah. Then you got the Candyman origin story Wonka, which why is this thing?
No,
Yep.
that's origin. No, no,
Yes, they're doing
no.
origin. I can't wait. And Johnny Depp's probably gonna be involved somehow. And
I hope not. Well, maybe. God.
oh, I see. This is what things nothing ever ends. And then you got the musical, The Color Purple.
Man, they
Yes.
got nothing happening.
And then you got
They're literally.
Aquaman and Lost Kingdom, which is
Yeah, I'm gonna skip
supposedly-
that shit too.
Which I like the first Aquaman, which I still have no idea how that got $1 billion.
Well, just remember. I mean, when they made Wonder Woman, it was an okay movie, but then they followed it up with Wonder Woman 1984, and there you go. They just tanked the entire Wonder Woman franchise with a really shitty.
It's funny because that's my birth year, by the way. So yeah, that's just better.
I bet you really hated Wonder Woman 84 then.
Oh, it's even worse than that. Is that all the stuff that went down with that, and I like the fact they just like completely there's no. I'm like, wait, where are the black? This is in Washington D.C. No black folk anywhere.
Right.
There was one black girl, and that was it. I was like, wait, what? Like the '80s just doesn't exist. And not only that, you had they had to bring back Chris Pine and this like other dude's body, which is just wow.
Yeah.
Yes, it's just weird and horrible. And I would say the ending was heck. Like I watched it with my dad, and he said my dad liked it, and he's like he really liked the ending because it got him a little teared up, it teared him up a bit. So. But yeah, I always have, like I said, it's a weird place. It could have been a lot better. Woman 84 could have been a lot better. And at least I didn't have to pay for it that much because it was like HBO Max and all that when the movies were on streaming services. And and they have at least a clean slate. At least Paradise Lost looks somewhat interesting. So there's that. But I'm just like, I look at this and I'm just sitting here. I'm like, I don't know. I
just don't expect it to be good.
But then again, meanwhile, I would see the reason why they're going to go back to. Harry Potter because Hogwarts Legacy. People still like the whole Wizarding world. They love it.
I don't get it. Like, I don't get the hype behind the game. Everybody I hear that plays it says it sucks. So
some say they like it, some say they hate it. But
I have yet to hear someone say they like it, honestly. But
I heard people they say this
fucking Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh God, yeah. Nobody I know that it's actually played it like.
Yeah, that's the same experience I have.
But I hear.
And again, I know more people boycotting it than playing it.
Yeah.
No, it's not the case. It's made over $850
but I
million.
do know a few people who have it and they don't like
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean.
850 million sells more than
It
12
sold
million.
12 million units in the first 2 weeks. And I don't get it then.
But it's Harry Potter.
It's Harry Potter.
Guess what? People with this one, some people only bought it because they wanted to get back at the people who were boycotting it.
Probably that, or they're
outside of the game itself going on. Is that it's hard to call.
I don't know. I just think it's just people just like the Harry Potter stuff. I never got into it. I know my sister, my brother, they never got into it. In fact, my sister, who I love to death, she called that out. Like she's like, after read one book, she read the first book, said, "Yeah, I know how this is gonna end," and she told me how it was gonna end. And like, I was like, and then at the whole series, like, oh my gosh, she was right.
Man.
It was like it was
Did you know
that
there was a
formulaic,
Canadian
and she's not.
live-action Gundam movie?
Nope, there's not gonna be any Gundam movie. By the way,
Well,
it's not gonna come close to this.
Here
No
you go.
Gundam.
Oh, here, I might as well disconnect my headphones.
No,
So
I don't want to upset Katie.
okay.
Oh yeah,
'Cause,
yeah.
you want to be part of the conversation, Sweetie, you might want to hear what Duke's saying, you know?
I was gonna say, 800 million. By the way, is just sells more than 12 units. There's a reason why Warner Brothers is gonna probably says, bring it back. We're bringing it back, people. You want Harry Potter? You're gonna get more Harry Potter.
Oh boy. I'm not sure if
More
that's
bland,
good.
more movies, more stuff.
I outgrew it a long time ago. I
Yeah.
don't even care about the J.K. Rowling thing or at all, right?
But it's
Me
still
neither.
Grew Harry Potter.
it's still not a universe you want to revisit.
No, it's not.
It isn't. There's nothing there, and it's sad, but
There's
people
so
love
many-
it.
Yeah, but Lord of the Rings,
You want to know the reason?
Sweetie, they're remaking the Lord of the Rings. That's not a good idea.
Here's the thing. They didn't they try that on like Amazon Prime?
Yeah, and it sucks.
Right.
Oh, it's long, boring, and no one cares about. It's just they're locked in for 2 seasons, so they're like, we have to finish somewhat story, and even then they somehow messed it up. It's amazing, but I'm not really surprised. But it's
Those Lord of the Rings movies that got all the awards back when I was in high school weren't.
Yes, they were good. And matter of fact, in 2002, the third of the movies actually won the Oscar for Best Movie.
I think it was 2003. Actually, I went there at movie, and it was. I saw that the first. It was actually the first movie. I feel like, man, they really overstepped the endings. I was like, I went there at 1:00 and I left there at like 5.
Yeah, but that was one of the most fun experiences I had in a movie theater.
It was so much fun, but now it was just. I try so hard to give a lot.
But a remake of that's not a good idea. Warner Brothers remaking Lord of the Rings, I don't know about.
You know what it is? Because everything's being remade lately.
God,
they want to get on that bandwagon.
I can't believe that here we are 20 years later and they want to remake it.
Because nothing ends. They need to have this, because that's the best part. At least you may hate Lord of the Rings. You may hate Harry Potter. You may hate.
That's the thing is, I love Lord of the Rings. I don't care for Harry Potter.
But I want to just make this point: is that once the best part of these things, these stories, is that they ended. That regardless of what it is, they ended. It was over.
Yeah.
They're done, and they're like, "All right, we're finished. Let's look at other stuff."
They didn't forever.
But yeah, that's I don't know.
Yeah, but that's the first.
Warner Brothers doesn't have anything going on this year that I really want to watch, unfortunately.
Well, I would say this. At least it's better than what Disney has on its.
Well, that's true. Disney's
doing that new live action Flashpoint.
Yes, the one where they're changing the entire Flashpoint story to where now apparently now it's instead of Wonder Woman fighting Aquaman, now it's about General Zod for some odd reason.
Which is this is again nostalgia off of a good movie. Man of Steel was a good movie, and they're trying to bring that nostalgia.
You're not going to bring back that Superman.
No, he's busy building big PCs that cost over $10,000 and being in Warhammer. That's where he's at right now. Which
I don't get why they're not bringing that Superman, the actor for Superman. Like
Henry Cavill, like I said, he never really got. And heck, I think they had something there. I think the reason I blame the whole studio thing, they rushed out of it. If like I said, man.
I have
when I look at when I look back, and I said, you know what? Which I truly believe this in my heart of hearts is if I see if I can find the tweet, and I truly believe if I can just find was the dude who made the animated stuff. We go back to let's see, remember the person who made Static Shock and all those the person behind that, the
Yeah.
person behind the anime stuff in the DC universe, the DCAU.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, Dre McDuffie. If you ever heard of his stuff, you will look. If you look at what his work he was and he did, he passed away 10 years ago, over 10 years ago. And
Oh
I
man.
truly believe this. If he was alive, he would be heading DC on film. He did the Justice League cartoon. He was if you looked at the
Yeah,
animated
he
DC,
had great ideas, at least.
yeah, he would have probably been like if like I said, if Dwayne McDuffie, if I truly believe in my heart of hearts, I truly believe he would be right where Kevin Feige was with Marvel and everything. And right now, if he was alive, I truly believe he would be not only leading DC on film, they would probably be beating up Marvel and stuff at this point. They would be smacking them around and saying, what is this Phase 4 stuff? They would have been smacking around and say, yeah, that's what they would actually have stories with meaning and such, and not having just this terrible story that had wasting time with Jonathan Majors, who's going to look great in Creed 3, which I'm going to go see.
I see. Okay, there's a movie I'm looking forward to. I'm actually hyped for Creed 3 for some odd reason. But then again, I'm a huge fan of the Rocky universe, so
I hate the fact that we have to say these things are now universes now. I
I
hate
know,
the fact
right?
that there are
Oh,
everything is a universe. Everything's
Yeah,
a
I know.
like no.
They're
I don't
trying
like.
to addict you to keep watching movies,
Yeah,
and I hate that.
I wish that we
you're
didn't have
absolutely
this.
right. You're absolutely right, dude.
I feel so bad, and sometimes at least I have like I said, at least I have like a wrestling, and then I look and see, oh look, Vince McMahon is basically slowly but surely coming
I
back.
hate it because I literally just got back in, and I'm like, man, I love what Hunter's doing. And now Vince is coming back to shit all over everything again. Like, no, it was doing great.
But you knew this was going to happen.
I hated Roman Reigns in the 2016 to 2020. He actually made me care for Roman Reigns. Like, don't fuck with that.
But this was going to happen, by the way. We knew this was happening. We knew this was going to happen.
I had faith that Hunter was gonna take over, because you can trust Hunter. Hunter, he may not be the greatest guy alive. Okay, he might bury a lot of talent, but he's good at booking. If there's one thing you can trust Hunter to do right, it's the booking. And Vince is gonna fuck that all up, man.
But the problem is, he was 80. He was 80% of the company. He had control of the stock. You knew deep down he was gonna come back.
No,
you knew it.
It's so, dude. Say it. It's so.
It is. He was gonna come back anyway. But now
I had faith that he was gonna retire and stay retired.
Come on, Vince. You knew him was always this way. He was always going to be this. It is in his nature. It was his nature to do it. He was in his nature back in his 70s and 80s to do so. But if you look at the history of what he is, and I'm not surprised. I'm surprised that it took this early.
Surprised, but I kind of wish we could have had more of this, because honestly, Thunder was doing a good job with it. Can we
try? He tried, but at the end of the day, like I said, there's a mess, and WE is gonna have to fix it, and they're gonna fix it by, I wouldn't be surprised if Disney opened up that checkbook, which I know they actually met with Nick Khan or whatever. He met with the president and such. They're gonna open that checkbook, which Lord knows that's how Disney in this mess to begin with, all their universes or whatever. Cash it in and have Vinnie Mac, you can go right to town. And they're gonna be it's gonna be on Disney Plus, WWE, and everything else, which is gonna be straight back to the PG era and just terrible jokes. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually go if Disney buys WWE. I wouldn't be surprised if Vince knocks down takes over the Marvel thing and just hey, Kevin Feige, get out of here, you're fired. I'm gonna be running Marvel now.
Dude, stop! My brain can't take this.
You think it's bad now?
He's trying to put that worst case scenario.
This is literally he's telling me that These are the dark days. This
Yeah,
is like the dark days timeline over here, you know.
Brett, this is the dark timeline, and I'm
Oh,
spreading this out like I'm
I don't
preparing
want
you.
He
I'm
saved his mom.
I don't want to live in a. I don't want to live in a universe where Disney owns WWE.
Don't worry. Like I said, they will. And when it does,
No,
he'll kick out of Kevin Feige. It's probably Marvel, and you're gonna have Roman Reigns. Save the Marvel universe and
Roman
everything
Reigns
else.
in the Marvel
It's
universe.
just gonna be great. It's gonna be. This is what it's going to be.
Roman Reigns wielding a lightsaber. Yeah, that's all I need.
Exactly. That's what's gonna happen. Accept the fact. Accept it. Move on.
Ooh, ooh, sweetie, you'll never want to play Kingdom Hearts ever again.
Well, but I think that's a way to end it right
I
there,
don't
ladies.
want to start. I don't want anything like.
I think we should end the show right here because I think I can't really hit that high note here. Thank you very much for joining me, Asa.
Thanks for depressing me. Thanks a lot.
Well, anyway, thank you so much for watching. This is Duke
Take
CT
care, my
here. Peace and love. I'll see y'all when I see y'all later.